More leads mean more revenue for your business, but most people have no idea how to generate more leads. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use CoachVox to create an AI version of yourself to generate more leads for your business. Let's crack on. All right, so what you're seeing here on the screen is CoachVox. It's a premium chatbot builder specifically for creators and personal brands focused on lead generation. Think of this as a premium version of GPTs with extra bells and whistles optimized for creators. So like being able to capture leads, see an overview dashboard, etc. This tool essentially allows you to clone your expertise into a chatbot that people want to chat to. So for example, if someone like Mr. Beast wanted to monetize his knowledge on YouTube content creation, he could upload all his articles, blogs, IP into the chatbot, and then link out to it from his various social media platforms. And if people wanted to access his chatbot to be able to chat to him, they'd have to supply an email, pay for access, etc. So that's the kind of concept, and I'll show you what that means right now. So let's dive in to the actual platform. So this is the website. This is CoachVox.au. Once you sign up for an account, you'll land into a dashboard view like this. So when you get in there, you'll land in mycoachvox.au. So this is the first thing you should do. I've obviously been in here, had to play around. So you're seeing a bit of information that's pre-filled. So you come in, first thing you want to be doing here is really giving your premium chatbot a name. Let's call it Sebo. Really awesome. Something you can't really do in GPTs right now is like give it a color code and whatnot. So you can change the color. You can change the font. So this is their real kind of nice aesthetic feature. So you can you can create your chatbot in the color and brand of your business. So that's a real nice touch. You can also obviously do some hosting as part of like the premium offer of CoachVox. But where the real superpower, I think, is on this platform is the ability to generate leads, which I guess is the point of this this video. And so in this section here, this is where you decide what kind of information you want to capture about your lead. So for the chatbot I've built out, I'm wanting to capture first name and email address. If I wanted to, I could capture company information, last name. I could add different information, things to capture in the future. But right now, I just want to, from the options, I just want to capture their first name and email, and that will be enough for me to actually put them into my email list and start communicating with them. Okay, so that's step one when you get into CoachVox. It's obviously you name it, you put your brand colors, and then you kind of decide what information you want to capture. If you're using this as a lead capture solution, which I suggest you do. The second step when you're in CoachVox is, it's not really a step, but this is the second thing you kind of want to look at is the dashboard. This kind of tells you how optimized your chatbot has been built. So you can see I've got 27%. So I've done some foundational elements, which I'll kind of show you in this video. Obviously, you kind of want to near 100% before you push it out to prospects and your audience. But this is really neat, and this is one of the other things that it has over GPTs right now. You've kind of got a dashboard view where you can kind of see in the back end, how many users have come, how many responses have been generated, and this is where leads are actually captured. And I'll show you the actual full flow right at the end, how a lead ends up here. But this is the dashboard view. So this is step two, and it's actually just a nice little UI user experience element that dashboards have that GPTs don't have that I really, really like. Okay. And when you have finished building out your premium chatbot here, this is where you come to actually grab the link and embed where you want to embed it. Now, third step here is you actually want to, this is where the bulk of the work actually is. This is the training of the AI. So you can see I've only got 27% done. And what that means is I've got a bit more work to be completed here. So I'll just walk you through some of the things that you can do in the training. So this is very, very advanced capabilities and really, powerful capabilities. So kind of really user friendly, so anyone can pick up and come in here and figure it out. So I'll walk you through it, starting with the About You section. So this is under Style, Tone, and Voice. In the About You section, you want to obviously train your chatbot on who you are as a person, right? So it can talk as if it's you, right? So here, that's actually my name. I'm Sebo. So under here, you can write something like, I'm Sebo, insert your name. I'm an online creator that focuses on high-quality, long-form tutorial content to educate the masses on all things AI, property, investing. Let's actually just niche this down and just go masses on all things property investing. Let's just say I've got for the purpose of this video, I've got a real estate investing company, and that is what this chatbot's about. I'm going to try to capture leads. So people I've got a personal brand in this space, and people want to chat to me around my investment philosophy. And so I'm building this chatbot as a way for people to capture leads that are interested in my thoughts around this. Okay. So that's who I am. I'm an online creator that creates long-form tutorial content, educating people on property investing. What's my approach to helping people? I help people with clear, simple, and concise guidance. What's really nice around this platform too, they've got these little information things. So if you're not too sure kind of what information you should be putting in each section, you can just hover over this little information icon, and it'll tell you a bit more. So here it'll summarize who you are as a professional, include your expertise, experience, or accolades. This helps your AI see you from your perspective. Right, obviously the more detail the better. In this section here, describe how you serve your customers and audience. This helps your model understand how you work with people. And then the last one in this About You section is your personality and tone of voice. Describe your personality and tone of voice, and don't hold back. This helps your model sound authentic, fun, charismatic, knowledgeable. I've obviously just put the bare minimum in these sections, but obviously if you're building this up for yourself, you want to put more information, the more detail, the better, to train up this chatbot. Okay. Next is style slider. So this kind of talks through the different styles. So coaching style, are you empathetic, are you straight talking, short responses or long responses? So for me, I've kind of ticked this off for who I am and who I am as a brand and what I do. So I think I'm more of a coach. I lean more, I'm actually probably in the middle here, straight talking and empathetic. Very much short responses is me, how I communicate online. I'd say I'm not super formal. I'd say I'm in the middle. I go a mix between formal and informal. Accepting and challenging. I do like to challenge a bit, so I probably put myself here, and I'll put myself there. Okay. So this is setting up your style, tone, and voice. Real cool capabilities here to be able to guide your chatbot feel based on obviously inputs here. So I'm going to save that. Okay. In the next section, it's called the conversational flow, and this deepens, trying to deepen your likeness of your AI to who you are, right? So how do you greet people? How do you sign off? So this is a really nice touch. Obviously, if anyone that's played with GPT knows this is not really there right now for their capabilities. So here you're essentially choosing the way you talk in the chatbot, right? So add a selection of ways you might say hello. Between 5 and 10 is good. So you should come through this section and for greetings, sign-off, starters, go through and kind of choose the sentence structure and vocab that resonates with who you are as a person or a personal brand. So these are things I'd say. Sign off later. Have a great day. That's probably what I wouldn't say. I'd probably say, actually, at the end of my videos, I usually say peace out. Cheers. I use that at the end of my emails. So go through this section and kind of tick off the different sentence structures and vocab that resonates with you. That will obviously make it your chatbot in your vibe. Next thing they have here is framing. This informs how your AI interacts with the user in collecting information, framing the conversation, and setting their challenges. Framing, to what extent do you feel like you need to get to the very root cause of someone's challenge before offering guidance? All right, so they've got a handful of questions here. Someone asked a question that isn't in your AI knowledge bank. How much have we used the internet's global knowledge in answering it? So we can say, and this is a really advanced, nice feature, so we can kind of control here what the chatbot's got to talk about. We can say, only talk about the content I've given you and trained you on, or I want you to actually go out and search for stuff if I haven't given you the content. Because I'm building this on the persona like I've got a property company, I'd probably just want this chatbot talking about the property and investing, right? So I'd leave it here, only my content. But depending on who you are and what you talk about, it might make more sense to actually open it up. Okay. And we don't recommend setting 1 unless your AI is closed. Internal tools, setting 3 or 5 usually work better. That's a good little tip. So I'm going to put it on the bottom end of their recommendation, but ideally I want this chatbot talking about my niche only, okay? If your AI chooses not to answer, you can, okay, this is awesome. Answer questions outside your knowledge bank. How do you want to let your clients know? So if they're asking me about, I don't know, what's something outside property, they're asking me about physics, how do I want them to answer? So this isn't my area, sorry, I'm not the best person to advise on this. This isn't something I've been trained to answer. All right, that feels like me, so I'm going to save that. Awesome. So then this is really important bit. So let's, this is going and getting all your resources that are out there, blog posts, social media posts, articles you've been on, and kind of placing them in here. And what this section does, the expertise and knowledge section, this is what your chatbot's going to be trained on. So it's essentially learning. If you've written a book, put your book in here. If you've been featured in an article, put the article in here. And so it's going to go through all this, the knowledge and information you put in here, and learn who you are based on this knowledge, right? So here it gives you the steer, upload your files, including emails, articles, transcripts, books, and other content you have created. So I've done a few, right? So this is an article. I'm from Australia. You can probably pick the accent. I was featured talking about property, and that's kind of why I've given the persona of this bot around property, saying I've got a property business. I actually don't. I just do property investing on the side. And so I've uploaded this. So I actually copied and paste. I copied all this information from this article. That was the Financial Review in Australia. I put it into a document here, and then I've uploaded it into CoachVox here. So you can see it right here. And what happens, it's a very simple process. Obviously, you just click on it, and then you come here. You can see I've uploaded it in PDF format, right? And when you come in here, when you upload it, so I won't upload it again, you can say it's an article, and then you just tell CoachVox what it is. So I said featured in AFR article, right, which you can see there. So I won't do that again. I'll come out of it. But what it does, when it uploads it, it actually does a prompts and completions, all right? And what it's actually saying is, this is a prompt, obviously, in AI, like prompt the AI, I've got a question, and then here's the answer. And so it goes through that article and essentially pulls out the prompt and the different answers, so you're not having to manually do this yourself, all right? So it's learning, like, if the user asks this is the kind of answer I want to give, right? So here is, how has the estimated inventory levels changed in other areas? So this is talking about property, other areas in Sydney, and it comes to property, right? And then I might have said something in the article, the estimated inventory levels in other areas have also increased compared to 3 months ago. And that was generally my sentiment in that article, if you go and find it, right? So then you can come through here and just kind of read through and make sure that it's actually separated the prompts and completions into things that make sense. And I sense checked this before, and it did a good job of this. So ideally, when you come in here, you're uploading a ton of information, so it learns who you are. It will then automatically do these prompts and completions from the resources you have, right? But if it's missing stuff and you just want to do some prompts and completions, and in the language, I'll just read out exactly how they frame this section. This trains your AI to respond to specific questions the way you would, and learn your responses to apply to similar topics, right? So by uploading your knowledge resources in there, and it automatically generates prompted completions, it's saving you a ton of time, right? But there also might be resources that aren't there out there on stuff you want to talk about. So then you can come in here and manually add some prompts. How long should I hold a property for? And then I might be like, you should hold property over the long term. That is where the most gains, so I'd say. Okay, something like that. All right. So obviously this exercise, this is where the most time-consuming part of it is, going through the prompts and completions, but the whole automation part around uploading resources and this doing voice CoachVox doing this for you is a super value add. So, and then at the end then, if you want to kind of go to the advanced level, obviously save it. If you want to go to the advanced level, you can do some fine tuning and all that. I feel like that's a bit more of an advanced topic, so I might leave that for now. But that does the crux of training like your chatbot. So I've saved all that. And then what you want to do, if you want to share it and like link out, let's assume this is at 100% now and I've trained it and I've tested it, which I'd encourage you to do before you actually put it out into the world. Obviously test it, try to find gaps in the answers before putting it out there. But when you are ready, it is as simple as generating the link. Like you can just copy and paste the link, right? Like this. And because I'm signed in right here, you're not seeing how it originally generates, but I'll show you what this would look like as a lead generation. So you would remember I set up capture the first name and email. So if I shared that link with someone who wasn't already signed into CoachVox and I had that turned on, when they clicked on the link, they'd land here. So enter the information below to start chatting with Amy Sebastian AI, which is the original name of my chatbot. So I just write something like Linda Smith, Linda. So if Linda Smith had found my chatbot on my Twitter account, right? And then she clicked in and she wanted to have a chat to me because I've advertised and I've spoken about it. She'd have to give me her name and email to want to start chatting to me, right? And so Linda Smith is in, and then the conversation starts. Hey, Linda Smith, great to see you. How can I assist you in your property investing journey today? I don't know. I'm looking to buy a property soon. Is it a good time to buy? All right. So I could keep going back and having conversations around property. That's a great question, Linda. The timing of property purchase can depend on a variety of factors. What's driving a decision to buy a property now? Are there any specific market conditions or personal circumstances that you are considering? I'm just about to get married, so I'm looking to buy so we have a family house to move into. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to keep going and having this conversation. You've seen chatbots work before, but you can see that how it's greeted me. The first question, this follow-up. Congratulations on your upcoming wedding, Linda. Significant steps to consider buying a home for your family. Have you and your partner discussed the type of property? The answers I'm getting back from CoachVox are very nicely poised and questioned and feel like professional, right? Some of the chatbots out there is really professional. It's not in your tone, and that's really the power of CoachVox, that ability to really replicate who I am and my expertise and put it into, a chatbot. Okay, but let's actually go back to the platform, right? So that's the chatbot. I think you guys understand it. It's been trained on my expertise, the articles, and how I've mapped out the style. But like I said, where I started this video, this is around one of the key premium features of this is the leads, the ability to capture leads. And so I can come back into the dashboard, and if everything's working, you should see Linda Smith in there. And so now we've got a lead for our business, all right? And that's pretty much the flow of CoachVox at a high level. Really powerful premium chatbot solution. I think if you're a creator or a personal brand, it would be super powerful to connect up to your social media, to get leads into your funnel. Obviously, being able to have a chatbot that kind of mirrors your tone, your style is super important, and being able to just talk about your areas of expertise. That's kind of what you're looking for from a chatbot right now. And I haven't really actually seen any solutions out there that can actually do this to the quality that CoachVox is doing. So if that's you, you've got a personal brand, you're a creator, and you try to get leads, or even if you just got a small business and you try to capture leads for your small business, you can still use this. So give it a try, guys. I'm going to stop there. I think you get it. I think you can see the power on this platform. Try it out. Let me know how you go. Until next time, have a good day. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.